Even if you increase workers' salary to how much billions, if the cost of what they are using the money to buy is not placed, the money will waste.
They will just make a statement that 3 weeks coming we are going to strike, we are going national as a strike. At the end of it, we believe that they have settled, the government have settled them.
Organized labor has demanded 615,000 naira as new minimum wage for workers to cope with the many economic realities and high cost of living in Nigeria. The new wage of 615,000 naira monthly was reached after consultation between the NLC and the Trade Union Congress (TUC). The labor union said the current minimum wage of 30,000 naira can no longer cater for the well-being of an average Nigerian worker, lamenting that not all governors are paying the current wage award. People took to the street to get reaction on if Labour's proposed 615,000 naira minimum wage is realistic.
The minimum the labor is asking of is very authentic. They are very realistic. They are saying the facts. Only the government is not responsible. The federal government is not responsible. They are not ready to pay, and they are trying to play a defensive role, which is very wrong. Because Nigerian Labour Congress is not trusted anymore, because there's many times they want to go on strike, they cannot do anything. Many people don't take them serious. That is why we don't even believe in them. But for people like us, we still believe in them that maybe there is something they can prove a point. Are you hearing me? They can prove a point, because they will just make a statement that 3 weeks coming we are going to strike, we are going national as a strike. At the end of it, we believe that they have settled, the government have settled them. But government have is another thugs that wage war against them, and they cannot do anything. I believe that is what is happening. They are incapable. They cannot do anything. They are afraid. They already know that government have another thugs. If they go out to fight, government will come out with their own thugs to put them down. That is why they are afraid. And maybe they have collected also money. They are compromised. That's what we won't believe them. But I still believe that they can prove surprise. Government can pay as like a Edo state government now. They are paying 7. Why can't other states do it? What can federal government do and improve their own? That money they are giving out is a meter's money. You can't pay transport money, you can't do anything. Everything has gone high rocketing. See the fuel, see the food in the market, everything is high. That money is too small. Government is not helping the situation at all.
Before we actually talk of this amount, the truth is that every other country, developed world, are to grow this issue of salaries. We call it living wage. So all the 250 is not feasible. What is the IGR? It's not feasible at all. It's not even the issue of salary. The issue of salary, Labour had advocated for salary in 1975 by Udodi Commission, and the market forces swallowed it. So what they're supposed to look into ought to be allowances like house allowance, transport allowance. Those are the only things that you look at. As a proposal of 250 wage, it's not feasible at all. I even that the federal government can pay it, let alone states. So it's not feasible. Now the wages have to be increased, because truly transport have increased, houses have increased, and all that ancillary costs, including power, have increased. So those are the things that should really be adjusted. But as for salary, because when you pay more salary, you will even wipe it. So there is what the labor is supposed to agitate for is increasing all these allowances more than salaries. But when you say you increase salaries, it blows into the market, and the market women like you are waiting to swallow it with their prices. It happened in the days of Jeremy Doji in 1975. Even if you increase workers' salary to how much billions, if the cost of what they are using the money to buy is not placed, the money will waste. So make life simple, easier for the public, so that little amount of money they use, they can go to the market and buy something. Now, if you enter market now with 50,000, when you reach your house, when you count what you buy with 50,000, you will start to blame yourself. Why did you enter market with such kind? Why? Listen, travel along the west coast. Just border here. See the kind disgrace they are disgracing Nigeria because of our naira. Please, let those that are in authority, we are praying for them for idea and wisdom, so that we can live in peace and maintain the peacefulness of this great nation. But it seems things are getting worse and worse. Go to market. Tell me how an applicant can survive this situation. An applicant can survive this situation in which we are. Bitter situation. A country that God has so blessed with everything, and the Western world are exploiting us. Labour should come down to realistic, to things that will be achievable, to things that will make Nigeria move forward. Let us not be, doing something that cannot be achieved. Their demand, I don't think, based on the economic situation and things going on, and the level of income coming to government port, they cannot achieve that. So let them come down. Let them know that government is committed to pay salary. But there is another thing that government is supposed to do to the citizen: infrastructure, economic development, building a place where people will finish from school, they will have work to do. So they are not only there to pay salary. Do you understand? So we are asking Labour to come down and rehearse with government, so that things will work out, so that we will have a very good future for our young generation coming.